Welcome back to another Wise Guitar episode. Today I'm going to show you a very important concept to transform your soloing. These are not some magic tricks or just a lick I'm going to teach you. It's a whole concept that when implemented can transform the way you approach soloing. That of course means you got to practice. I had a number of comments and questions about this subject, so let's do this. So musical phrasing, by definition, is the way a musician shapes a sequence of notes in a passage of music to allow expression. Much like when speaking English, a phrase may be written identically, but may be spoken differently. Now, while that has to do a lot with dynamics, articulation, and the way one would approach a musical phrase, today I choose to focus on concepts for developing storytelling and musical sense within soloing. Something I tend to believe is not talked about enough in the guitar community, and just working on that alone can set your playing way apart from a lot of other players.
The purpose of the following exercises are based on the evergreen topic of continuity, which can be found in almost any art form, from literature, dancing, songwriting, theater, and more.
So here are exercises you can start practicing to really learn to develop a story within your solos, so that whoever is listening can follow your musical train of thought. So let's start with the first exercise.
Repetition, repetition, repetition. You can emphasize an idea by repeating it, giving it more meaning from time to time. So that is done by just playing a motive, whatever you want to, and repeating and milking that idea. So that's how that's done. Alright, another cool technique is called variation. Okay, it's very common in composition. So what you do, you play a motive or a phrase, and then you keep the rhythm of that phrase, but you change the notes. So, you play a phrase, you rest, and then you play another phrase with the same rhythm, but you change the notes. And then you repeat that whole process. So, here it is. So the third and last technique I'm going to show you today is called fragmentation. In fragmentation, what you do, you play a longer phrase, can be 2 or 3 bars, then you rest, and then you take a part of that phrase you just played and play a variation on it. As we know, variation is keeping the rhythm and changing the notes. So you play a longer phrase, 2 or 3 bars, you rest, and then you play a variation on either the first half, the second half, or just a part of that original phrase. So that's how that is done.
In this video, I explained and demonstrated the importance of continuity and storytelling through a few concepts of motivic development.
Number 1, repetition. Emphasizing an idea by repeating it again and again. The second exercise was variation. Repeating the rhythm of the original phrase while changing its notes. And the last and third example, fragmentation, where I play the phrase and then play the variation using a part of that phrase. Also, please like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.